I want to follow up on Whoopi Goldberg. I showed yesterday how she astonishingly said that the Holocaust was not a race issue. Now, she's been widely condemned for that. She hasn't been sacked, but she's been suspended for 2 weeks, apparently, probably on full pay. I'm not certain. Here's what Whoopi Goldberg had to say by way of an apology.
I said something that I feel a responsibility for not leaving unexamined because my words upset so many people, which was never my intention.
Yeah, there we go. Justin, you would have looked at this one and been pretty astonished. Have they done the right thing here?
Look, I think in a very strong field, it's probably the stupidest thing I've ever seen said on television. It was extraordinary, and that's up against some pretty stiff competition. I don't know if she really needs to be sacked for it. I'll tell you why, because I haven't watched her in so many years. I don't know what the quality of her other work is, but I would hope it is nothing like this. I think she just used far too many words and the wrong words to try and get a point across. I don't think sacking her is the great thing. We have people sort of screaming against the cancel culture. I wouldn't sack her, but by gee, if she doesn't learn from it and doesn't come back better after those 2 weeks, then God help broadcasting in America.
I wonder, Liz, whether this goes to where we started the conversation about the Twitterfication of the media. Are we becoming increasingly ignorant about anything that happened, you know, pre-iPhones? I mean, how could someone grow up not understanding what the Holocaust was all about?
Well, you gotta think this is one of the most ignorant things I've ever heard, Chris. I mean, how shocking. I saw just before coming on with you today that Whoopi has been suspended by the ABC for 2 weeks. So there's a bit of a slap on the wrist for you. But at a time when we're clamping down so wildly on misinformation, even if mainstream media is just taking a month to catch up and then all of a sudden it's information, this was absolutely hair-raising. And the mistake that she made was when she went to apologise on the late night show with Stephen Colbeck, she actually just doubled down and repeated herself, saying, no, this was about mankind treating mankind in an evil manner as opposed to having anything to do with race. Can you imagine if you or I, Chris, ever said that slavery wasn't about race, it was just mankind being evil to mankind? Like, we would literally, our heads would roll for that.
We would be gone. We would be gone. In fact, you're sailing close to the edge by just drawing that analogy. It is extraordinary. There are two sets of rules.